Well, hi there, everyone. Welcome to another Cardwell's Cauldrons here at Geektopia Island. I'm Cardwell.
And I'm Kevin.
And of course, we have a super fun deck today. And we just realized this new version of this deck, it was literally the first version, came out when Dominaria came out. And now we're ending the set with this deck. So it's pretty cute. And with that, the deck name is called Auraborealis Apocalypse. It was actually pretty famous and pretty good on Reddit for this deck. And hopefully, everyone will enjoy the end times of this
game.
The end game, of course. The end is nigh. But before that, of course, we gotta remind you that we do have a Patreon. It only takes $1 to support us, and we love you very much if you do so. And we still love you for watching the videos as well, giving us all the support. Now let's get into it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Well, there's some new changes, especially some new creatures, but we got to do the first two that are the start of the deck. Of course, this one is Valduk, Keeper of Flame. He's 2 and a red. Legendary creature. He's a 3/2, but at the beginning of combat on your turn, for each aura and equipment attached to him, create a 3/1 red elemental creature token with trample and haste. Exile those tokens at the beginning of the next end step. So pile a bunch of auras on it, swing, go. Or he doesn't even have to swing. That's the best thing about him. You just have all these 3/1s that are swinging for free.
Yeah, just make a whole bunch of dudes to crush at you.
It's super good.
Next up is Champion of the Flame, our boy.
Oh yeah.
Red and 1 for a 1/1 trample. Whenever he is equipped, or he gets +2/+2 for each equipment attached to him and aura.
It's just insane he has trample automatically.
Yeah. And
1 Curious Obsession. He is a 1, so a 3. He's a 4/4 trample that draws a card, and it's ridiculous. I've won so many games with this guy, and this deck is... When I first played it a long time ago, it really won quite a bit.
It's super fun.
Yeah. Now let's go to some classic creatures to help them out, right? Because you can't just have those 8 and be done. So it's Siren Stormtamer. Of course, it's 1 blue, Siren Pirate Wizard, 1/1 flying. One of the most powerful uncommons ever that's going away, sadly. So 1 blue, sacrifice Stormtamer, counter target spell or ability that targets you or a creature you control. It's insane.
Awesome.
It's
so good.
It's super good.
Next up is Fencing Ace. 1 white and 1 for a 1/1 human soldier with double strike.
Now you might think, that's pretty weak. But when I remember when I first started playing with Lorwyn when this guy came around, I played a mono white aggro aura deck, and this guy dominated. Just 1 or 2 auras and he's just swinging for the fences for sure.
Not a lot of things can deal with double strike.
Oh yeah, definitely not. Alright, the next one is Krenko, 10 Street Kingpin, because I love this guy and I don't know why he just needs to be played, okay?
Yeah.
2 in a red, 1/2. Whenever Kingpin attacks, put a 1/1 counter on it. Then create that many number of 1/1 red goblin creature tokens with the power of Krenko's power. So with all the auras, you're just pumping them up. There's auras that make things not block or him unblockable, so you're just like swinging in. Just getting all the gobos out there for sure.
Just gonna make him crazy and swing and get free dudes.
Exactly. That's
free dudes.
That's all you really want to do.
And our first aura to help out is Curious Obsession.
Yep.
Before he rotates, because that's still real good.
Oh yeah.
1 blue, enchantment aura. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 and has, whenever this card deals damage to a player, you may draw a card.
It's good. Simple as that. And of course, at the beginning of the step, if you haven't attacked at all with any creature, sacrifice it. But who cares? You're going to be attacking.
I always forget it has that clause.
Yeah.
I didn't just used to it just being like, plays just swing.
Swing every time. Every time.
You don't ever really not swing.
And of course, the next one is Dive Down, because it's good still. 1 blue, instant target creature you control gets +0/+3 and gains hexproof until end of turn, because yay!
Yeah, that's really good. It does both. It saves your dude on damage and on don't target.
Yeah, if they try to, -2 or 3 damage to the board, you're just like, it's saved, thanks.
This next one's pretty cute. Glaring Aegis. 1 white enchantment aura. When it enters the battlefield, tap target creature an opponent controls. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1.
Yep,
So that turn you play it, you're just like, cool, tap your dude. Your 1 blocker you had, you don't have it anymore.
Nope. No.
Now I'm gonna kill you.
Now my dude is big and I'm swinging and it's a bunch of fun for sure.
My double strike dude, he's 4 damage now instead of 1.
Yeah. Now, of course, this guy is a 1-of, sadly, because God's Willing is a little tricky with auras.
Yeah.
So 1 white instant target creature you control gains protection of the color of your choice till end of turn, and then you can scry 1. But if they try to kill it with a white spell, then all your white auras fall away when you try pro white. So, yeah.
Yeah, it is real dangerous because auras were constantly targeting, so God's Willing will destroy all of those. So be careful.
Yeah, of course.
Next up is Aether Tunnel. 1 blue and 1. The enchanted creature gets +1/+0 and can't be blocked. That's kind of disgusting.
Yeah, it's silly.
Yeah.
It's just Kingpin, swing. You can't block me. Thanks.
No, don't block me.
Don't block.
I'm gonna make dudes.
I'll just make dudes. Or the champion. Be like, I'm a 4/4 trampler. Or a 5/4 trampler. You can't block it.
Or double strike guy, because I want to.
Exactly. Now, of course, we have to have some draw cards, right? Chart, of course, 1 blue, 1. Draw 2 cards, then discard a card unless you attacked with a creature this turn. So you draw 2 for 2. It's super good.
Next up is Curator's Wand. A blue and 2 for an enchantment aura. Enchanted permanent. Enchanted permanent has hexproof. When enchanted permanent leaves the battlefield, if it was historic, draw 2 cards.
Yeah. So it's just really good. Like, if you can literally do Champion the Flame turn 2 and somehow survive for turn 3 to put this on him, you win.
Yeah.
He has hexproof. They can't kill him. You bump him up 1 or 2 times more and you win.
Yeah. Yeah. It's ridiculous.
Seriously, how that goes.
If you get to put that on a Krenko, then you get to draw extra cards when he dies.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty silly.
Or even Valduk too, because he is legendary.
Yeah.
Now, of course, the lands is Jeskai colors, as you can tell. So I'm doing really rough. All of the shock lands are 4/0s because you don't want to be tapping at all. You want to be there, right there. So, of course, Hallowed Fountain, Sacred Foundry, and Steam Vents, all 4/0s. And then, of course, we have the Clifftop Retreats, Glacial Fortress, and Sulfur Falls for the buddy lands. And it's only 22 lands because you want to get there and go. So 1 basic, 1 island. That's the only room that we have left for sure.
Yeah, and I mean, everything in the deck costs under 3 mana. So you don't want to go very hard on the mana. And like he says, you want to make sure it all comes in untapped.
Yep.
That is your goal in this deck, is to kill them within 3 or 4 turns.
Exactly. Now, of course, here on Cauldron, we don't really actually do sideboard because of the meta. And of course, this is the last week of sure before the thing, so it's, you know, it's all fun and games, but we do honorable mentions to put something in, maybe in the sideboard, a thought process of things. But of course, the first one is Tragic Poet. It's a 1 white human. If they get a lot of kill, it kind of helps out. So tap, sacrifice Poet, return target enchantment card from the graveyard to your hand. Just simple as that.
Next up is Sentinel Mark. 1 white and 1 for an enchant aura. Enchanted creature, it has flash.
Yeah.
Enchanted creature gets +1/+2 and has vigilance. Addendum, whenever this enters the battlefield, if you cast it during your main phase, enchanted creature gains lifelink until the end of turn.
Yeah, so if you need to, this is definitely for aggro matchups, of course. You can save it from a burn spell, or if you're like, you're tapped out, okay, my champion is now has lifelink this turn.
Dude, yeah, that's kind of disgusting on the big champion, dude.
Oh yeah. Now, just because I remembered Fencing Ace, but completely forgot about this card until now, which is a Swiftblade Vindicator. It's a red-white double strike vigilance trample guy, which will replace Fencing Ace immediately. So we need to go ahead and do that.
Yeah, I was just like, why is that guy on there? But I was like, it's alright.
You know, Jeskai colors. I kind of forgot, because the main one, of course, was just red-blue. But with this Jeskai red-white, this guy will be replacing him, and he's super amazing.
He's literally Fencing Ace, just
better.
Has haste and vigilance.
And I don't know why I completely forgot about him until now, but we're good there.
It's alright.
Yeah, it's alright. That's we do it live, as they say. We just can't say the first part. Okay, with that, of course, the deck list will be down below, and hopefully you enjoyed your stay here at Geektopia Island. Goodbye.
Later.